All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Curse of the Swamp Creature, 1966. This is going to be another Larry Buchanan, cheapo, made-for-television horror science fiction film. Larry Buchanan said that he wasn't remaking anything with this one. But it is a ripoff on Voodoo Woman. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. I posted the link to the Creature Features version of it with Tangela. The link's in the description box. I posted the link there. The Tangela version of Curse of the Swamp Creature. It gets a very low rating on IMDb. 2.6 out of 10. The creature costume looks like cheap mask from a department store, and it's an hour 20 minutes. Only 655 ratings on IMDb. Not too many people know about this flick. And it's got the same actors as the Zontar thing from the planet Venus. It's got John Agar and Tony Huston. Tony Huston is like the Igor guy who ends up in the bathtub with all the dry ice. The guy who plays the Mad Doctor, he looks like some pervert who goes around adult bookstores in the worst parts of the neighborhood back in 1969. And then Tony Huston is also the writer of this. This is what happens when you make actors writers. You get a 2.6 out of 10 on IMDb. But like I said, it's one of those so bad that it's good type movies. Highly recommended. Check it out. 5 out of 5 stars. And in the swamp of Texas, this Mad Doctor guy that I was telling you about, he keeps trying and failing to create a creature from the Black Lagoon out there in the swamp of Texas. And the natives are getting restless. They want to get rid of this guy because he keeps using their people as human experiments. I mean, the black population, I should say, they're into some kind of snake dance cult. And John Agar is there. Well, it starts out with some oil baron guy trying to find oil in the swamp. He ends up getting murdered by the hotel people there. And then one of them pretends to be the guy's wife to John Agar. Because John Agar is the geologist who was supposed to show the oil baron around the swamp. So they come up with this plan to have John Agar be escorted by the oil baron's pretend wife. She's not very attractive. She's got the bun hairdo. that we saw from Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet. And anyway, so they go into the swamp. A couple of hotel people. They grind up the dead corpse off camera in some kind of a swamp machine. And they go out in the swamp, 4 of them. And they end up getting escorted to the mad doctor's house. His wife thinks he's totally crazy. So she's trying to stop the experiment. She actually pulled the plug on Tony Huston while he was in the dry ice tub with all the tubes in it. She just yanked out all the tubes and turned the refrigeration off. The guy's trying to make a fish man creature, and so when the crazy doctor finds out, he gets a hold of the pretend wife from the hotel, gives her an instant swamp creature transformation, and she looks like a man in a rubber mask. Pretty cool. Incredibly bad film from the infamous director Larry Buchanan. So whenever this jackass scientist, as he's called, isn't mixing humans with fish, and whenever his experiments go wrong, he just wraps them up in a white sheet, and he throws them to the crocodiles who are dining out in the swamp by his house. Pretty cool stuff. Very, very fun. I wish I could have seen Voodoo Woman, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I can't compare it in this video, but I did post the creature features link. Highly recommended. Check it out. And NASA cult genre just recommended Edge of Sanity, another Anthony Perkins flick. So I have that on my list of things to watch now. He commented that, mentioned it on my The Fool Killer review, which seemed to generate a lot of interest. It's quite amazing how much interest I'm generating. Although if I was somebody like PewDiePie, I probably wouldn't be able to keep track of all the comments and chat room chats and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm going to watch that James Bond ripoff, the AIP movie. This is the Curse of the Swamp Creature was syndicated for television by AIP, by the way. Secret Agent Fireball, which is kind of similar to Thunderball, I think. Came out the same year, Thunderball. 1965 British spy film, fourth in the James Bond series. So it's a ripoff on Thunderball. That's what I'm going to watch next. And then I'll keep my eyes peeled for the 3 Netflix DVDs, the 4 low-budget horror movies. Although thank you, Mr. Moto, is actually adventure crime drama. It's not a horror flick, even though it has Peter Lorre and John Carradine. And Philip Ahn. It's a crime drama adventure. It's pretty cool. Getting through like 25 of these movie reviews since last Thursday. It's been a crazy week. I'm here by myself. I dropped off my son, and he wasn't too happy about going back to his mother. I told him I'd pick him up at 1 tomorrow. So kind of miss the little guy sitting here playing his video games on his iPad and cooking for him and being his maid. He did pretty good though. He's able to, take his own shower, brush his own teeth. I don't have to tell him what to do too much. And when it gets kind of late at night, like almost 11, he knows it's time to turn out the lights too. So he's getting better. He's not so completely helpless and lazy, but he definitely loves his iPad here. I have to keep wiping his fingerprints off of it. So pretty cool. I'm charging it for him, and got his phone here. I'm not sure whether I should bring his phone or his iPad tomorrow because got no Wi-Fi in my car. So I guess I should have asked him before I dropped him off. Oh well. I guess I'll have to use his phone. I'm gonna wipe off his phone too. It's so dirty. He'll be eating with his fingers and then touching the screen on his phone. And I gotta use it for my work too, delivering the groceries for my company. Thank you, Mr. Moto gets 7 out of 10 on IMDb. Some early Peter Lorre stuff. So that's what I got to look forward to coming days. New Year's Day, I have the entire day off. My part-time employer is closed for the day, so not only do I have New Year's Day all to myself to watch and review movies, but I've also got Saturday morning, January 2nd, get to sleep in. I don't have to go to work until like 2 p.m., something like that, just to avoid traffic on the bridge, potentially. So, yeah, lots of movie reviews coming down the pike. I'm real excited about this later.